Oh hey, do you want to make $1,000 next week? Well, very good, because in today's video I'll be showing you 4 tips on how you can make that $1,000 next week. Okay, let's get into it. Hey, what's up you guys? Lucas here from excelwealth.com. Now in today's video, we will be going through the 4 tips on how you can make that $1,000 in a week. Now if you haven't checked out the mindset video yet on how to make that $1,000, hey, it's gonna be really hard. It's just gonna be a few tips that you think, well, just, thank you very much for the good tips. You really need those mindset tips if you really wanna make that $1,000 in a week time. So if you haven't checked out that video yet, be sure to click up the pop-up button over here or click on the link down below in the description. Go check it out first before you watch this video. And of course, if you've watched the other video, of course, be sure to hit that like button because that's how we can actually influence YouTube's algorithm. Let's go into it. I'm going to talk about the 4 tips that you can apply to make $1,000 in a week time. Let's go to the 4 tips to make that $1,000. Now, tip number 1 is to find the opportunity to make $1,000 in a week. Like I said in the previous example, just go buy houses, check out in your neighborhood, and take a look who might need your help. Like I said, this person just came to my door, saw my front yard, just rang the bell and said, hey, is it okay if I help you fix up your front yard? There are so many solutions that you can offer to people. Now think about it. You can just send out a resume. Like, hey, these are the skills that I have and this is what I could do. But that is still, again, waiting for other people to come to you. Now you should, of course, create and find opportunities yourself to make that $1,000. And the easy ways, of course, are, for example, going to events and going to places. Now, I understand that we are currently still in a lockdown-ish situation, so going to busy places might not be the best situation, but hey, going to places that you can meet other people and all of a sudden you offer your service or you take a look at what problem these people have or could have, and all of a sudden you're there to solve their problems, and they could be like, yeah, I could use your service, so, you can help me out there. So always creating situations that you're the best person. Now, you see a lot of elderly people currently who need help to do their groceries, for example. Now, you can help them do the groceries for them. If you get a list and all of a sudden you do all the work for them, you help them out by creating a certain solution for them. This is very important. This is why you should be able to find opportunities. Now, number 2 is, of course, if you believe that finding opportunities in your neighborhood, locally, if you find that very difficult or you believe, I can't do this, this is nothing for me. Now, if you believe that, if you really believe that, why not just go online? There are so many platforms like Craigslist and eBay, Facebook Marketplace. There are so many places online that you can go and offer your service. There are Facebook groups, for example. There's other social media platforms. The moment people need help, you can just offer your help. There are platforms like Fiverr. You can sell off your services. There are so many different platforms that you can sell off your services. If you believe, yeah, but I don't really have a skill, that's completely nonsense. Everybody's got a skill. Even if you want to do, for example, proofreading for somebody else, you want to do copywriting, there are always ways to create services for other people that other people might need. Now, for example, just the other day, one of my students just reached out to me saying, Lucas, I really don't have a skill. And I said, well, I know that you're very good at math. So why not just go online and help other people in math? Tutor them. You can go tutor them. You can teach other people online. You can be their mentors in math. Now, all of a sudden, if you start out with 1 or 2 people, they'll be just giving you maybe $10 an hour. But all of a sudden, if you can create a small group coaching, which I do a lot, all of a sudden you can ask everybody a certain amount of money, and all of a sudden they're pitching together. They're pitching maybe $80 an hour for you all of a sudden together. And then you can just tutor these people in math. And that's how this student of mine got started. He was like, hey, that's a great idea. Actually, I'm good at math and I can help other people out. All of a sudden, he had a group of 8 students together and they were paying him $100 an hour to help them out with math. This is an easy way to get started online. There are a lot of people who need your help. Now, tip number 3 is getting paid upfront. Now, you might be thinking, getting paid upfront? Yes, because the moment you get paid upfront, like for example the math tutoring, if you get paid upfront per hour, and that could be just before the hour starts, all of a sudden you have the accountability from your group, from those people that you take, that you took the money from. You're being held accountable to make it work, to make the service work. It's very important. I always say, if the service that I give you doesn't work out, I'll give you the money back. I don't need your money if my service won't help you at all. Now, most people will be thinking, yeah, but what if these people lie to you? Well, I'll tell you this. The moment these people lie to me, I won't even help them out at all. That's very important. So the moment you offer a certain service, ask them, hey, you know what? Let's just make a deal. You pay up front and I'll get it done for you. I'll get it done in a time set that we made a deal of. All of a sudden, you're being held accountable. The other party has already paid up. Now both parties are being held accountable and you'll make it happen. And all of a sudden, that $1,000 in a week will come faster than you think. And tip number 4, of course, of how to make that $1,000, find a niche and increase your prices. And I'll tell you this, a couple of years ago, I was actually looking for a cleaner in my home. Now, I couldn't really find a suitable one because, they had to fit the times that I wanted them to clean my home. What happened is all of a sudden, somebody online reaching out saying, hey, Lucas, I saw that you have an ad looking for a cleaner. But the thing is, they said, Lucas, I'm not a cleaner, but I'm a house organizer. I'm like, okay, what the hell is a house organizer? Well, they said, you know what? I do clean your home. I only come in once a month and I organize your home so that it's completely organized and you can keep it clean yourself so you don't need a cleaner every day to clean your home. And I thought, okay, so I just get a home organizer. And the cool part is the home organizer is completely different. Like a cleaner, you would pay this person maybe 20, maybe 30 and up to 40, maybe $50 a day to clean your home. And the only thing what they do is they clean your home. But a house organizer, they're actually niching down. They're making it very specifically. They're becoming an expert in what they do. And of course they clean up your home, but at the same time, they organize your wardrobe. They organize your home so that every time you can actually look for stuff in your home, it's easily to find your stuff. Now these people are just niching down. They're very specific. They're an expert in their field. What happens all of a sudden is they can increase their prices. So instead of only asking 20 to maybe 50 or 60 bucks a day, they asked up to $200, maybe $300 a day. Because all of a sudden what they do is they clean out your home, but they will make it completely organized so that you can find your stuff. Now all of a sudden, I have my home organizer come in twice a year to organize my home, to take a look, hey, how are the stuff actually lined up? Is everything actually effectively? And next to that, I have a cleaner who just comes in once or twice a week, just comes in, sweeps the stuff, makes it clean, but it's far more efficient. Instead of paying the cleaner 60 bucks a day, I'm only paying the cleaner maybe 25 bucks a day. And all of a sudden, I can save a lot of money, but you can think about this too in finding a niche, thinking like, you know what? I can be that cleaner, the general cleaner, and only make maybe $50 a day. Or you can be the house organizer who gets $300 a day because you're niching down in a very specific market. But yes, looking for people who need this is a lot harder. Now, I always say this, if you're looking to make $1,000 per week, you also have to look for people who are willing to pay that amount as well. Not saying that they need to pay up you $1,000 for your service right away, but what you need to think of is look for those people who are willing to pay for the service you have to offer. And these are the 4 tips that you need to think about. Find that opportunity to make $1,000 in a week time. Go online if you believe that you don't have the skill to get your hands dirty and to get started. Go online, go check out what problems you can solve for other people. Now, of course, get paid up front so that you can make a deal with these people saying, you don't have to pay me more if I take more time. But this is also making a deal with you that you need to get things done in a certain amount of time. That's also having you hold accountable for your work. And of course, number 4 is niching down. Niche down, become an expert in what you do, and increase your prices. All of a sudden, people are a lot happier with what you offer as a service to them. And these are the 4 tips that you need to think about if you want to make that $1,000 next week. Thank you very much for watching today's video. Of course, if you liked the video, be sure to hit that like button. And of course, if you're new to the channel, you want to be subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And of course, if you want to be notified every time a new video comes out, be sure to hit that notification bell as well. Thank you very much. And of course, happy investing. Bye-bye.